Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Makeup with Quartz, otherwise known as Courtney. I am reviewing Naughty Nude by Huda Beauty. So if you want to carry on watching, however, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give that bell a little bit of a ring and keep watching. I'm reviewing the Naughty Nude by Huda Beauty. This is their recent 18 pan eyeshadow palette, which is sister to the Nude palette from a few years ago. So I'm just going to give this an honest review. Let's dive right in. There's not really much more of an introduction I can do. As you can see, my makeup is already done. All I need to do now is just prime my eyes. So to prime my eyes, I'm going to use the Morphe Eyelid primer in the shade Translucent. I'm going to put a bit of this on my hand. So if you remember, I used this in my last video. This is my go-to eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to use my sponge. Let's get down to trying this palette. So the first shade I'm going to dip into is Hypnotic, which I'm going to put in my crease just to lay that base down before adding any more colours. So this palette cost £58 on Cult Beauty. Recently they've come out with the gold palette to celebrate the 5 years that Cult Beauty has stocked it. So now I've put Hypnotic in my crease. I'm now going to put some colour down. I have a little bit in the crease. I'm going to go with the shade Naughty, which is a little bit of a brown colour. I'm going to go with that on a blending brush, just so you can get a bit more of a transition going on, like so. I'm going to put in my other side on my crease and above my crease, just under the eyebrows, sorry. Just like that. So my foundation today is the Huda foundation, and I also used the Huda contour cream to give a little bit of a contour today. I'm just going to take this clean brush and I'm just going to blend out those. This is definitely darker on this other eye, so I'm just going to add that up a bit. So I'm going to take back this clean brush and just blend that out a little bit. So this palette is based on naughtiness, hence why it's called the Naughty Nude. So some of the names are, I'll give you some of the names. So Filthy, Please Me, Rough, Arouse, Naughty, as I've just put in my crease. I'm going to go in with the shade Filthy, which is a sort of pale purple, like so. I'm just going to take it back on that brush I was just using, and I'm just going to blend this through the top. That shade works really well. That's quite a nice shade. This would be great just to blend out any rough lines. So this is the first time I'm using this palette. I bought this the day it came out, so this is my first time reviewing it. So this is sort of more a first look for me as well. So as you can see, we've got Naughty and Filthy above my eye. Packing brush. And I'm going to put the shade Spicy. The shade Spicy just on the outer edge of my eye, like so. And blend that through that crease. So I'm just going to get again, and now I'm going to put it on the inner part of my eye. And I'm going to do the same on the other eye. the brush that I used for the shade Naughty, and I'm just gonna blend this out here. This palette is made of plastic, got a massive mirror in it as well. I'm just blending that in with the upper eyeshadow. Right, so I've now blended that out into the crease. So there's many shimmers in this palette. You've got Passion, Shameless, Please Me, Hard, Irresistible, Flower Power, Tantric, Provocative, Desire. And then you've got this shade here called Slippery, which is the first shade that I've ever seen like this, and I believe Huda is the first person to make a shade like this. It's got little balls of pigment underneath with a jelliness on top. So I'm just going to swatch some of these. So you got Passion, which is very duochromed, as you can see. You then got Shameless. That is a beautiful swatch, that one is down here. And you've got Please Me. Again, that is one hell of a shocking one. We then got Hard, which is again very similar to Passion, different colours in. So I'm going to take something that's a little bit lighter. So I'm thinking probably Flower Power. I'm just going to use my finger, but if you use a brush, make sure you spray a bit of setting spray of water onto it to pick up the shimmer. And I'm just going to put this in the centre of my eye, covering that gap that you originally had. I think with this palette there's not many of the shimmers are not brighter. Like many palettes you come with like a sort of silvery whitish sort of shimmer. This one hasn't got any of that. See, it is hard to find the perfect shimmer. The shade's Spicy. Just to blend this out here again. Because I've added more colour into my crease, I just want to make that even looking. I'm going to take the shade. See, this is the thing. They're all quite dark nudes, unfortunately. So there's not really anything different to put in the waterline. I like to put a different colour in my waterline, but unfortunately there's not that. So I'm going to have to go with something a bit dark. I'm going to take the shade Rough. I'm just going to take a little bit more of Flower Power. This is the one that I had the shade Naughty on. And I'm just going to put this underneath. Dip into the shade Untamed. Again, another sexual reference there. The shade Filthy again. So I'm just going to put some liner on and I'll be right back. Right, I've done my eyeliner. I've done it in a bit of a cat look again. I'm quite obsessed with cat looks at the moment. Now to do some mascara. So keeping with the Huda theme, I'm going to use the Major Volume and Curl and Insane Lash mascara. This is a two-ended mascara. If you haven't seen this before, you've got volume on one side, curl and length on the other side. So what I like to start with, I like to start with the volume. So with this, It's quite a chunky mascara contraption, if you can say that. It's quite a chunky mascara bottle. So the ends are where the mascara is kept for in. The brushes are in the middle, the wands. So I'm just going to take this. Small end for doing your under lash bit, as the brush for the length and curl is smaller. This mascara, this is about £27 for this. Huda is a very high-end makeup brand, so you are going to be expecting to be paying a little bit more for what you're getting. A little tip that I have, if you get mascara underneath your eye, wait until it dries and get a little spoolie brush and just brush away at the mascara. It comes off, works wonders. Rather than grabbing a wipe and then having to do all your concealer, foundation, powder and your under eye, just get that spoolie and just brush it out. So that's the mascara done. I don't know if you can see, it does give your eyes a little bit of a length. I'm going to use Eylure's liquid eyeliner pen. Since using this, seeing it in a Mani video, I've never used glue since. I've been using this a couple of weeks now. I think this is brilliant. I'm going to take my lashes in the style Malibu by Morphe. That's one side done. I'm just going to do the other side. But that's both sides done. Using the Supreme Frost by Jeffree Star in the shade Diamond Wet. And I'm just going to take a little brush, put a bit above my brow, under my brow bone. And a bit in the corner of my eye. So that's it. That's the final look. £58 is a lot of money. If I had to choose between this or the Nude collection, I probably would choose the Nude personally. I think that you got more variety of shades in there. You can choose between dark and light. You got more shimmer shades that are lighter. With this one, it's quite a dark palette. I know it is a naughty palette, so the shades probably are going to be a little bit darker. Shades are very pigmented. The shimmers are formulated very well. But I love this shade here, shade Slippery. What a unique shade that is, and that is something that really pulled me into this palette. When I saw it, I thought I really need this palette. I am going to give it another little go in my day-to-day life. Would pick the Nude over above the Naughty Nude. So that's the end of my video. Thank you for watching. If you want to know any of the products that I've used in this video, they will be links below in the description. Remember to like this video if you liked it, subscribe and ring that bell. Stay safe and look after yourselves.